Hey everybody, what's happening? So I have been living in my van here for about 10 or 11 months, and I've come up with some really important, quick, easy, simple, cheap tips that have helped me out tremendously, and I wanted to share them with you. So the first one is this table. I got this for like $10 at Kmart or something like that in Key West, and I can use it as a desk, I can use it to cook, I can use it to do dishes. I just use this thing all the time. I love it. And I wouldn't want to be without it now that I have one. And the next tip that I have for you is, welcome to my van, is these paper clips. These things are amazing. I don't know how well you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see it just fine. So these things hold this piece of blackout fabric in here, which keeps the temperature separate a little bit from the back and the front, and also blocks out light and gives me privacy. And I also have these set up on these curtains that I have on the side. And what these do is I have this window open at night when it's hot, and I have this layer of Reflectix and black, what is this, like velvet material. And I put these paper clips in here to hold this piece of fabric on, otherwise it hangs straight down like this, and you can totally see inside the van. I actually got woken up by the cops for like the second time the other night, and they knew I was in here because they could see me through this thing. They just like lightly moved it over. But with these paper clips in here, you can't see inside. So my next tip is long charging cables. I got these for my phone. They're like 6 foot, and it's just helped so much because I can keep my phone plugged into the front. Right up here is where I have it plugged in. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, you can see it just fine. So I have it plugged in right there, and the cable goes all the way to the back, and I can set my phone on the fridge here and at night and use my phone and have it plugged in overnight, and it does not drain the battery, and it's all good. So my next tip is I leave my windows down a crack at night because you always want to have good ventilation, and I leave them like just at the level here, and I have this fan up here that runs all night, and it's a USB powered fan, got it at Walmart for like 10 bucks. And that thing keeps the air circulating up front because the front heats up a lot more than the back because the side windows and the windshield are not insulated at all, even though I do use this. And that brings me to my next tip. At night when I park, I always park with the back of the van facing the sunrise. And I do that because the front of the van, as I said, heats up a lot more than the back due to the lack of insulation. So that keeps me much cooler. Did I just turn on my radio? Yeah, I did. So that keeps me much cooler at night, and that's just awesome. Sorry about that. And the next tip is I have a bubble level app on my phone, and I use that, and I just set it on my bed at night, every night, and make sure that my head is higher than my feet, because if you sleep with your feet higher than your head, you can wake up with a really bad headache. And I haven't done it yet, but I hear it's really bad. So the fridge. I went through, I had a couple different coolers. I had a Coleman powered cooler, and it turned out that the powered cooler used a ton of electricity compared to this, and it just didn't keep my food cold enough, especially when it was hot out. And inside the van, it heats up so much in the sun. So I got this thing, this Dometic CF50. I've got a video on it. It's popping up in the cards section now. It was $600, but it's paid for itself. I don't even know how many times yet because I don't have to eat out all the time. I can store food for a long time, and I can eat healthy. I don't have to eat canned food or just boxed noodles and stuff. That's terrible for you. I can have a good diet, save a ton of money, have food ready with me on the go all the time. I forget to eat a lot, so it's really convenient for me to have food ready to eat once my blood sugar drops and I start getting hangry. So that's definitely huge. Let's see, what's the next one we got? Keeping food sealed and separated. The other day I actually had soy sauce break open in my food container here, and because everything was in plastic bags and sealed off, I didn't ruin any food. And also, ants didn't get in when I got ants. I'll tell you about that in a second. So keeping food sealed, everything's just in plastic bags. Not right now because I've just gotten some new food, but like I keep this stuff like in plastic bags. I need to replace a lot of this, but it's all in plastic bags, and that keeps everything separate and good. Obviously I need to work on that and practice what I preach, but I'll get plastic bags tonight. But anyway, yeah, that's important. My next tip is definitely check for ants at night, especially when you're parked next to dirt and you're in the south, because I've noticed that not only in Florida where I am now, but even in the Carolinas and Virginia and all that, they had a lot of ants everywhere, and they have fire ants, which if you don't know what fire ants are, you don't want to know, man. They're nasty little boogers. So I just walk around the perimeter of the van and visually check for ants. If I see ants or an ant nest near me, I don't park there anymore. So what happened the other night is I parked with the back up against a tree in the dirt at a Walmart, and they climbed up my back tire, and I woke up completely covered in ants, and it was terrible. It was absolutely horrible. Watch my next vlog if you want to see that more. It should be number 61, I think. My next tip is having a battery isolator and a solar panel. That is absolutely huge. Ooh, check out this crane. Nice. That is absolutely huge because the sun goes down and I'm still trying to charge my laptop and use lights and use fans all night long. And by the time I'm ready to go to bed, my battery's already dead. So I need to go on a drive, or I plan it out that I park somewhere and then I drive to the place where I'm gonna sleep. And that has helped me just tremendously, having both. If you wanna know more about battery isolators, check my video on that. It's by far my best instructional video. Level of bed, I think I just said that, just having a level to sleep with your head. And the next one is weed sprayer, and actually our last one for today. This thing is incredible. I can wash my dishes, I can take a shower, I can wash my toothbrush, I can wash my wheels, I can wash anything I want with pressurized water, and it's extremely efficient on water. When I was just using these jugs to like rinse my toothbrush, I ended up using a ton of water. I would go through like a gallon of water a week, easy, just rinsing my toothbrush. But with this thing, it holds a gallon, and that level right there is exactly a gallon. And when I brush my toothbrush, I just hardly use any water at all. So it's extremely efficient. I can wash my dishes, rinse my toothbrush for a whole week, and take a couple showers with this thing, and no problem. What I do to take showers is I just hold it like this. Like, see how the handle's like that? I just go like that and press it in. It's not pressurized right now, so there's hardly anything coming out, but it just does that. And I set it up high and just stand under it, and I'm good to go. So that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you like and subscribe for more. Love yourself. Woo!